Greetings, my fellow acolytes, and welcome back to part 3 of our Force Unleashed 2 playthrough.
You're not my teacher.
Wasn't talking to you, I was talking to the audience, you arrogant prick.
Yeah, I know.
Assuming that you're the one being taught about how arrogant can you be.
Is this another runaway?
This is another runaway.
And there's a holocron in the air.
Yep. Which is actually one good thing about having to do 2 recordings, because I think we actually got here in the first recording before the new setup.
Aye.
I missed this on the first one, so...
Aye. At the last moment, the floor...
Also, there's only one guy smaller that's going to go, oh shit, the boss is taking out the bridge. I need to get out of here. The rest of them are still trying to fight you.
Aye, that moment, the moment you see that floor crack, you have to jump.
Yeah. An epic slow-mo dive.
And the game does not tell you that you have to jump.
Nope.
Nope, you have to find that out for yourself.
Yep.
Oh, so like Code Veronica, where you can get stuck in a dead game due to stupid design choices much later in the game.
I think he's dead, Jim.
Yeah, I was just... At that point, I was just making sure that it's like...
Alright, what is that from? I hear that everywhere.
No idea. You might want to go after the snipers above you first.
Yep.
Ooh, let me stand out in the open for 5 seconds and
No.
nothing.
I wonder if this will confirm it actually. If you pick up the holocron, does it refill your health? Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. Yep.
Well, I would hope so.
Yep.
There seems to be a very... It doesn't seem to be a big increase, like, from what I've seen. It seems to be like the same size as the beginning of the game so far.
If you compare it to there is a fair difference. I think there's just that many of them.
Aye, but it does go quite long when you get when you go out your way to find all of them.
Yeah, 'cause remember this is only the second stage.
Yeah, but Devil May
even
Cry,
though that is about halfway through the game.
Aye, there's not a lot of levels actually.
I mean, even though Force Unleashed 1 did the whole you revisited stage as well and having...
It's when we get to Dagobah, after Dagobah, that's literally halfway through the game, and Dagobah's after this.
Yeah, so after this is Dagobah, and then that's pretty much you heading towards Endgame. Mm-hmm. Not Avengers Endgame.
Aye.
Hashtag don't spoil Endgame.
Which, by the way, that's getting a re-release with extended cutscenes.
It's about to be Avatar in the box office. Like,
Okay, so Avengers Endgame can get a re-release with 2 minutes, but we can get a re-release of Justice League for the Snyder Cut. Really? Warner Brothers, you're the most incompetent studio ever.
Like, how's that going to work? Like, Avengers Endgame is already in cinemas. Like,
but no, I think Ryan.
Is it still being shown in cinemas?
I think so, but Ryan put it up best when he's like, "We want to beat Avatar in the box office, damn it!" So we'll re-release it again.
Well, I suppose if you're going to aim high, you might as well.
They are going to beat it at this point.
Because as of now, Avengers Endgame's the second most highest-grossing movie of all time.
Dude, honestly, it fucking deserves the top spot. Because goddamn, what a finish!
What's the top one? Because I think Titanic.
Avatar. Titanic was second.
Was then Avatar, right?
I enjoyed Avatar when it first came out, but I don't think it's like groundbreaking to the point where it's like.
And just to be clear, you're talking about the one with the blue aliens.
Yeah, the blue one.
Yeah, and where the sequels. I think the sequel that James Cameron's talked about for like over 4 or 5 years now has finally got a release date.
Oh, good.
About fucking time, like seriously, put up or shut up, seriously.
Yeah. Though like in that film, they did have a bit of fun with the mineral name that they were going after.
The CGI was state of the art at the time.
Yeah.
There was also like a lot of mocap, state of the art mocap stuff. Ruben Langdon actually worked on that movie in Distance. So did Dan Southworth. Yeah, there's your trivia with Stephen Allen.
Yep. I'm surprised it relates to Devil May Cry in some way.
Yeah.
It all comes back to Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry is life.
For him anyway.
Yeah.
Right, this is...
Goddamn right.
Yeah, getting up.
I've
learned in getting up off the ground floor in case of snipers.
Not a lot of enemy variety.
Aye, there's really not.
So we're gonna run out of things to talk about real quick with this game, it seems.
Pretty much.
Apart from the locations or Star Wars history or something like that.
Okay, you're one guy with a pea shooter for a gun. What did you think you were going to do?
To be fair, I said that to Andrew several times when we were recording.
Not to mention how accurate are the stormtroopers.
It's like those. It's like that one zombie.
Yes, stormtroopers. They're known for their pinpoint accuracy. No, that's not it.
No, my favourite of that was Empire Strikes Back, when they're escaping Cloud City, and there's a stormtrooper like less than 4 or 5 feet away from Chewie. Takes a shot, misses. Chewie fires, hits him dead on.
But the fact when the city's trying to evacuate, there is like an random extra just ran across the camera screen holding an ice cream maker. It wasn't actually part of the scene. He just did that.
You can see that?
Yeah, it's right in the camera as well.
Is that in the special edition as well?
No, my favorite.
I think it's in just the regular one.
No, my favorite Stormtrooper moment ever is in Episode 4, New Hope, when they finally get that door open.
No.
Yeah.
You would think George Lucas would cut that out, but no, he adds a sound effect.
What's the guy saying?
Wait, what? What part?
It's the door. They get the door open, but the door opens, and then the Stormtrooper bonks his head on the door.
Is that when they're disguising?
No, that's when the door.
Technically, yeah, it's when they're the Stormtroopers are breaking into the room where C-3PO and R2.
It's when the trio gets into that trash compactor.
And R2 and 3PO are on that
hiding from them, and then they trick them away. It's when the troopers finally get that door open, you hear a gong, and that's one of the troopers bumping his head on the door.
Yep. Although speaking of things that slipped through the net, in Episode 5, that's Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
In the asteroid bit, apparently one of the asteroids was like a shoe that they put in and made look like an asteroid just to piss off George Lucas, because he was like, no, it has to be this way, it has to be that way, and they're just like, well, fuck you then. And he didn't catch it until after it was released, and apparently he was raging.
I don't know how I feel about Lucas. His direction is questionable, but see, when he got do you know when the first thing he did actually when Disney bought him, he gave half of his money to charity.
Aye.
My only real problem with Lucas is the refuse. I don't know if this is mainly down to him or not, but the refusal to release the original versions of the movies with the special editions on the Blu-rays.
Well,
I see why people should be able to watch the original version as well.
Yeah. The only one I would change though is Empire Strikes Back, that bit where Vader picks up Palpatine and then he just screams no. Yeah, Episode 6.
Yeah, that was pointless.
It was much better when he said nothing.
Aye.
I think James Earl Jones did confirm that he reprised for that, I believe.
I think so. Aye. Not to mention when Anakin is a ghost, he's suddenly young again.
Aye.
I did not like that at all.
No.
I thought that was really stupid. I really hope.
Because it's kind of saying that the Force afterlife is only for Jedi.
Bring it back to about the original, when people first went to see it in the original cinema, it was the old man.
Yeah.
And I hope the old man, Anakin, comes back as a ghost.
Well, the actor himself has passed away, so...
Yeah, maybe, there's always, options for that, though, makeup, and who knows.
Or just a different actor.
Yeah.
A droid that actually thinks, oh, freeze the door. That was sure.
Oh, is it the Terminator?
I don't know, but no, this is a carbonite droid again, but only this time they added fog so that you can't see the carbonite.
Yeah, we did literally just fight one, but there's so little enemy variety in this that we never actually talked about it.
We immediately have to fight it again.
Yeah.
But you can, as Sean shows that you can use it to freeze the troopers, including the acolytes.
Yeah.
The jump button doesn't exist. While these enemies are here.
Yeah, don't jump when you're fighting against this robot.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
Cause I have had that happen in God of War, and it's fucking annoying. Not the new one, but the older ones.
Aye.
Speaking of which, if any of you have not bought or played God of War yet, what are you doing?
Are you talking about the 2018
the new
one?
Yeah, the new one. That's the best game in the series.
Right.
Honestly, the series was
sad to say I fall into that category myself.
No. The series was in high need of a new
direction.
Redesign, new direction, yeah.
And I also because I have seen playthroughs of it, and I do like what they did with Kratos in that. He's not just I'm angry and out for blood.
Yeah, he actually has
a personality.
He's matured. It's the best game in the series, easily.
The droid here thought that you could stay here by freezing the door. Not the best idea, considering you can push right through it.
Yeah.
Well, you still have to spend time opening it.
Here's an Easter egg, by the way.
Yeah.
2 Easter eggs, actually. You see Jabba the Hutt here, but look at the statue on the left there.
Yep. Recognise him? Oh, there was another one on the right there.
What's that? Another?
Guybrush.
Yep.
Guybrush?
Yeah, see?
Who's Guybrush?
Monkey Island, I think it was.
Monkey Island, something like that.
Oh, that series. Isn't that an old point and click?
And he's actually an unlockable costume.
Yeah. I think he's like Guybrush Street Killer in this.
Wait, LucasArts used to own that series, I remember.
Aye.
And yet another runaway section.
Okay, yeah, it seems like the game design has a serious variety problem as well.
Yep.
And here's your first boss. Well, not the first first vehicle boss.
What are we? Oh, we're using the tram from Dead Space 2.
You have to make sure that doesn't take too much damage.
Yeah, you have to protect the tram.
Are we going to make an unscheduled stop at the USG Ishimura again? That was one of the best parts of Dead Space 2.
And you get stuck.
It's like I'm half clipped through the fucking floor.
Is that it? Are you fucked?
No, you can jump out. It just happens because of the explosion. You know what?
At that point, I was just like, fuck's sake, what the fuck?
That's one of those types of hilarious glitches. Like the glitch in Skyrim where if a giant kills you with a hammer, you go flying up.
Yeah. Well, that game had the dragons flying backwards at some point. So.
Hey, be mindful, Sean. It's not one of those glitches where you clip through the ground first and then it forces you through the vehicle and down the pit.
Skyrim works though, unlike Fallout 76.
Fuck that game, seriously.
Right, at this point, the trap.
One thing I didn't know about that one is when you bought a physical copy, it was just a cardboard disc with a code on it.
Right, at this point, the tram's going to take damage. You can only deflect the missiles back at him.
Yeah.
This is scripted. It's a boss / scripted event.
Yeah, it's basically how well can you do the deflecting.
So Royal Guard.
Basically, yeah. Or just guard. Although the timing is not as broken as it is in this game as it is in Devil May Cry 5.
Yep.
The timing, I can't wait to get it. Royal Guard got so much love in that game.
Yep. Stephen had fun with that game.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Those red dots on that basically tells you where the missiles are going to land, so you deflect the missiles back.
Deflect them back.
You can't grab them, you have to deflect them because they're moving too fast.
Is this game over? Or is it?
No,
this is scripted.
Just make it.
There you are.
Yeah, I think it's kind of scripted so that you take a lot of damage because it's...
it just abruptly ends.
Yeah.
Because it's like playing a cutscene. I mean, that ship gets destroyed and then you jump off this anyway, so...
Yeah.
That's why I'd say it's a boss / scripted event.
So he beats the boss and then Starker immediately fucks his ribcage to hell. I mean, watch how he lands, quote unquote, this jump.
All your suspension of belief will be thrown out the window at this point.
I mean, it's like, okay, he's a super powerful force user, he can make this jump, but watch. And...
Not a broken rib.
What are you talking about? What happened to Leon in Degeneration when the G Curtis?
That avid shit he pulls.
Yeah, I love he pulls himself up, then it kind of looks like...
For context,
nobody saw that, right?
For context, folks, in Degeneration, when Leon's fighting the G Curtis mutant in Degeneration, it straight up grabs him and throws him all the way across the battle area, and he slams dead. Like he hits a wall full on, dead on. And he just gets back up like nothing happened.
So the guy saying the full might of the Empire is at his disposal. It's like, I think Palpatine would want to have a word to you with that.
Yeah. Do you think there's ever been members where Palpatine hires people for the Empire and then over time he's like, why did I hire this person?
Yeah, well, kind of, but those people tend not to live very long.
I imagine Sadler asked that question every day when all of the Ganados kept killing themselves with dynamite.
Also, we mentioned about like how you said the Force Ghosts can... only Jedi could do that, then that might... Now, if they go... I'm assuming they're going to go with this for episode 9. Yeah. What's to stop the Sith from trying that move as well?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. It's because when they aged Anakin back, because that would be when Anakin died and Darth Vader took over.
But again, we hear Palpatine's laugh at the end of the trailer, so what's stopping the Sith from trying that trick as well?
Do not be a pull a clone.
It better not be a clone.
I am honestly fucking done with clones.
I would say...
I suppose with this one, it's kind of it's left uncertain until it's actually kind of like a point of the thing.
Until it actually is brought up. But the thing about clone, it's just such an easy cop-out.
It's not just Star Wars that does it, Resident Evil does it.
Resident Evil's... the movies especially. Those are the fun. That was the worst offender. By far.
Which one?
Afterlife. No. It opens up with Umbrella's off.
Oh, you mean the live action ones?
The live action ones. Where it's got
CGI ones as well.
Not the CGI ones though. But it opens up with Wesker and his. Is it Japan? His office is in.
Yeah, and you have not Wesker lady Alice breaking in and
army of clones breaking in.
That's not the worst of it.
You just get loads of superpowers over the course of it?
Yes, because the T-virus.
Yeah, even though the T-virus doesn't... Well, in the series, anyway, the main games, It was supposed to give superpowers, but I don't. But it didn't really work that way.
Because it's like every other scientist, they try something and then it fucks, something
just
goes wrong.
And it just fucks up. But if the T-virus did work, maybe that was an idea of what it might have done.
You ever played the Infamous games?
Yes, both of them.
I've tried them, but I never bet them myself, so I can't really have an opinion on that.
You can skip the first one. The first one is very, very fucking janked by today's standards.
Aye.
And fuck the blast shards, by the way.
Aye.
Those are impossible. You need a map guide to find them on the first game.
They can go right to
I did try another hack and slash game. I'm not sure if you have played it. Prototype.
Yeah,
I have
played both of them.
I bought both of the PS4 ports. I don't know if they're any good though. I would hope so.
Because wasn't it the story is like you play as one character who's the hero in the first game, but he's the villain in the second.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing with the first one is...
I haven't finished it, so don't spoil.
And I'll shut up then.
Go ahead.
But yeah, like I mentioned before, when there's a lot of shit going on here, the slowdown kicks in.
Yeah.
Cal Gaming, where we offer in-depth explanation about the game we're actually
Well, what do you
playing.
expect? we've seen these guys plenty of times.
Yeah. Because as we said, enemy variety, not this game's strong point.
Many ATE walker we haven't seen too much of. Oh Jesus Christ, that's stun. Is stun walking a major problem in this game? Because that's one of my biggest pet peeves in general.
Not much, I don't think so.
I mean, I suppose it can happen if the game decides to fuck you, but...
Aye, it just depends.
Stun walking is I think it's at its worst in like games like Resident Evil 0, where the fucking monkeys in particular, those are the worst offenders.
Now, I don't know if this is just a visual standpoint or it actually does add damage, but when you upgrade your lightning to max, it also burns the enemies.
Yeah.
Fire damage over time, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Probably.
Wait, you've already almost over... Wow, there's not a lot of like...
Yeah, there's not a lot of
levels to the
upgrades.
upgrades.
No,
there's only 3
levels
each.
per one.
That really like...
Yeah, they know the
shows
game
just how
was short.
it is.
Aye.
On average, how long does this take to beat if you just
3 hours.
Aye, because
wow, are you serious?
yeah, it was only we did it in one day.
Aye.
God damn. Is it Sonic Forces bad in terms of that?
No, I would say Sonic Force is even shorter.
Yeah, I would hope. I would hope that this is longer than Sonic Forces.
I think this is probably because the developers were in a lot of pressure from... I don't know who was the publisher, but the writer of the first games, Hayden Blackman, he was only given 6 months to write a script for this one.
Okay, that's...
And I'm trying to build them into platforms to get a holocron.
Because the publishers were like, we need to make this... Because they saw the amount of sales and they were desperate to try and make those sales again, not realising that it...
rush that sort of thing.
Yeah, if you want your game to make money, it needs to actually be fucking good.
Because the original idea for the Force Unleashed 2 was going to star someone completely new. But because they were only given 6 months, they held into what they had, so they went with the clone of the original. And here's a little trivia for you, because this game ends on a cliffhanger, and obviously we're not going to get a third one. The idea for the third Force Unleashed game was going to be an open world game where you would temporarily team up with Vader to stop a new threat against Palpatine.
Why would Vader want to help Palpatine? The whole point of Vader
I think it's not so much help Palpatine, it's like nobody's killing that fucker but me.
Aye.
Well, that's dumb. You take all the help you can get.
Yeah, but the Sith are also proud and arrogant.
Aye, that's the problem with the Sith.
That's their downfall.
Aye, that was it the rule of 2 that they have?
Yeah.
There's always a master and apprentice.
Yeah,
part of me really hopes that Kylo breaks that completely.
Technically, Palpatine did, because he had like people he actually trained with. He didn't make them full Sith, but people like Mara Jade, for example.
Because Kylo's going all in with it. He's pretty much going, oh shit. Oh,
yeah.
that was close.
But even when you're unleashed, I think you can still get frozen.
Kylo is pretty much doing what Sasuke tried to do at the end of Shippuden.
But Kylo's not much of a threat.
Where he's like, just discard the past entirely.
But I don't see Kylo as a threat, especially when the first Hemet and the First Order is a bunch of screamers.
Aye.
Dude, with a mind that
the next
unstable.
one starts with him like finding Palpatine's Force Ghost, and then Palpatine trains him, and all of a sudden becomes.
No, I love this. He got stuck up there, and you were generous enough to let him go back on his feet and give him a fighting chance.
Do you pick him back up again? Yay!
Yeah. I think that was the way. Yeah. Oh, you're so pathetic. I can't do it.
But yeah, what?
Wait, no, yeah, I can.
But the thing about Kylo is that I do see him as a legit threat. His mind's very unstable.
No,
Yeah.
Vader's a much more threat than Kylo could ever be. He's just he's so desperate to be like Vader. He's not even trying hard.
Yeah, but right now, as of like Last Jedi, he has the power to enforce his ideology.
No, he's no threat. He's just crazy.
But that in turn though is part of what makes him dangerous. He's unpredictable.
Well, I'm not saying he's not dangerous. It's just especially compared to somebody like Vader, it's like
and that's what I mean. Like compare him to Vader. Vader always was the definition of evil. He wasn't screaming loud. He was quiet and calm and all that.
It's just like I don't have to make myself. I don't have to talk loudly and try and be threatening. You already know that if you cross me, you're fucking dead.
Another thing that made Vader so dangerous, on top of his great powers, that he knew so much. Knowledge is power.
Yep.
But then look at the First Order. Like that bit where was it Hux? He's giving his Hitler speech. He's so close to breaking down into tears.
Yeah.
The actor went all in on that.
Yeah, I suppose it's meant to demonstrate how passionate he is.
That was probably the point. Like they're just.
But you think they're supposed to be the new Empire, but yet they're close to tears. I don't see them as a threat. You know, if I was to see them as the Empire, I would see them as ruthless, brutal, and not caring and all that.
Yeah. And also I think, despite the whole kind of like Starkiller base being this this big, more powerful version of the Death Star, it's actually less dangerous because how's it moving?
Exactly.
Because it's an actual planet, it can't move, and once it drains all the suns in its local area, it's kind of fucked.
And like, what happens if you run out of stars to drain?
Yeah.
What was that shockwave you just pulled off there?
That's usually the last move of where it comes to a force push.
Yeah.
You slam the ground, and then if you hold that down, you'll initially go into an air combo.
Yeah, I think it's like 4 regular saber hits.
So it's like the Devil May Cry launcher, but you can't use it immediately. You have to.
Yeah, you have to initiate a 4-hit combo, then you hold down the circle button, and it launches you in the air.
Yep.
There's that Jack. Oh fuck.
Yeah, he's frozen. You rather want to be frozen in the ground.
Yeah, because if you are in the air, you will land and then instantly shatter.
The robot just give you a bitch slap there.
Yeah.
Look at that peasant on the right. You're just gonna let him shoot you?
Oh, I think we leave him.
I think he leaves him for last.
I think I savor that one.
Savor the stupidity for last.
Yep.
Right, next Star Wars game maybe not.
Like Sasuke when he killed Danzo. Just enjoying it.
Although I'm surprised he's still alive.
Yep.
Anyway, as I was trying to say, the next game I'll probably look for in the Star Wars universe, Lego Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker or the Skywalker Saga. All 9 films. My
only problem with that is that it renders like a Force Awakens game kind of pointless now.
Well, that's what they always do. Remember, they made Lego Star Wars 1, then they made Lego Star Wars 2, then they put them together.
Yeah.
So, Traveller's Tales has always been like that.
Yeah.
Well, that shit went fast.
For a second, I thought you picked that up. Yeah. The way it took off like that. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh wait, you're not in Force. You're not in Force Gary's mod.
Look, health upgrade right there.
So, I mean, they tried. It's like they don't even try to hide some of these collectibles.
And that guy's just straight up impaled.
Yeah. Damn. Why is there no blood?
No, that was Leon. He failed to use the grappling hook when Salazar sent him down the pit. Have you heard that scream when he actually failed that? It's blood curdling.
No, the scream he does when he dies.
Yeah, when he falls into that pit, it's like it's like Jesus Christ.
What about the werehog scream? You heard that right? Did the trooper just puke inside his own helmet?
Probably.
You're hitting him.
It's everywhere.
Well, you're fucking hitting him with lightning. Who knows how his body is going to react to that?
Yeah. Well, he's either puked inside his helmet or just shat himself.
Yeah, this is the only move you get with the QTE for these types of droids.
Yeah, seeing all of this now is quite clear that this game had quite a bit of...
May I remind you, they had 6 months to write the script for the story.
Wasn't there DLC for it?
Yes, but only once. Only one DLC.
We'll see that at the end, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we did do the DLC for this as well.
Yeah, because we did some of the DLC for the Force. Well, Colin only did one DLC, which we believe was canon to the storyline, which was the Jedi Temple one.
With the way this game seemed to have been rushed, I'm surprised they actually had like enough creativity to write a DLC
Well, at the same time, I think this is also the time where it was not only rushed, and they only had a short amount of time. This is when Lucasfilm itself was going downhill in terms before being bought by Disney.
Yeah. And the strategy for this is obviously hide behind cover when you shoot lasers,
and then just poke out as soon as. It's like the most.
And then more missile deflection.
I don't get it. Why can we not just pick those up in front and back? Like seriously, why can we not just pick those missiles up?
Because they're going too fast.
And then we only have to fuck up his engines.
And you do this twice, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Is
it me, or does it? Did the engines look like the ship has got pigtails?
I thought that was a cutscene. Like you were as soon as you got control, but you have to move as soon as you get control.
Yeah, you have to move as soon as you get control.
That's stupid.
Look at what sort of clipped through the cover there.
Let me do the exact same thing again. I'm sure it'll work differently this time.
Yeah. Good. It's doing the same thing and expecting different results. That's the definition of sanity, isn't it?
Fuzz. And after this, I believe that should do it.
Yeah.
Is there no way to avoid both of them, or are you getting hit no matter what?
You're gonna get hit no matter what. The best you could do is reduce the damage.
Yeah, you deflect one and then you fucking.
Yeah. And as we bring this guy crashing down, we'll see you guys in the next part.
You have done well, but many clones have come this far, only to fail.
I will not fail you, my master.